EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
That's good. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Go! 70 Lions! Hey, hey, check that. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go, set, cut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
30.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready?
Second and 9 now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Big yardage that time for Washington. 65 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ready,
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Seahawks 16-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready,
To throw is Daniels. Looking middle, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a third down and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 19. Ready.
Here's Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Let's go. Viking 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point running down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind. They're having their proof that they can go down and score. So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. Walker showing the power. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The point after is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the air goes Daniels. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in for the Commanders' touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
129 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And going right back to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Now Daniels. For his right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. 18, right in.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now Daniels going to keep it. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, keying that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw,
that's caught inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Commanders 21.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
1 yard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Come on. Come on. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Press on 80. Dragon 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one caught. It's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's got this down to the 35. 180 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Down to about the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll set up a throw. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
7-yard gain.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
They're going to look to throw. And Walker has it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Come on.
Here's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A big play that time through the air. 44 yards.
That's good for Washington. 1st down.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
70 range, 70 range, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he's brought down, but not stop before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A give for Walker running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll send Watson in motion right. 2nd and 6. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Boy, 203 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect it, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now that's a killer, because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a 4 sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And running with power here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27. 7-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Ready. Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And that will get a right up incomplete. Nearly an intercept. The end zone probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.